What's your name?
Alan.
Why did you come here today?
I came here because I'm trying to spread the word that people don't appreciate, that the reason that John Lennon is not with us and was taken away from us is not because it was a lone nut. Chapman was not a lone nut. It was elements of our own government, probably the CIA. Why? Because they were just ramping up their war in Central America at the moment that Lennon was killed. Lennon was due to get his citizenship 3 months after his death. He could have joined the Solidarity movement. Whether he would or wouldn't, it's not even important. What's important is that the CIA felt he was a credible threat. Because if Lennon had gotten out in front of the Solidarity movement, there would have been millions of people in the streets. As it was, I'm saying this because I was an activist for 10, 12 years in the Central America Solidarity movement. And if you know what they did in Central America, you know they were capable of anything. What we know as a matter of the public record is that they infiltrated the movement early on, C-SPACE, the Committee in Solidarity with the People of El Salvador. That's public record. They looked around, they said, who could make trouble for us in the United States? Who could make trouble? And Lennon was the guy. There was no one else before or since who had the power to galvanize people like he did. When you combine that with the fact that Chapman was in close proximity to the CIA for months at Fort Chaffee, Arkansas in 1975. What was he doing there? Why was he sent there? Where did he get the money to fly to New York from Hawaii? Not once but twice. It was never investigated. There was no investigation because there was no trial. There was no trial because it was what Chapman's controllers said. When you shoot him, you put down the gun and you stand there, you get captured, and you plead guilty. You plead guilty to murder. Why would he do that? If he pled insane and he was documented to be insane and the court said you're insane, he'd go to a hospital for some number of years and then he'd be released. But he didn't. He pled guilty. He's been in solitary in Attica ever since. He's not in an institution for the criminally insane, and he's in for life. He could have been out. Why did he do that? Because he was instructed to do that. And we know that this is a matter of public record, that the CIA tried over many years to create a Manchurian candidate. This is not in dispute. Congressional testimony, etc., documents, you can go and read about it in the library or online. The CIA did create programmed assassins. Sirhan is another one. And that's what, the only thing that makes sense about this whole thing is that John Lennon died for Central America. He died as part of their war on Central America. And that's the part that, you know, the loss of Lennon. Oh, thank you. It's a loss that, you know, it's gone forever.
Thank you.
He might have made music for who knows how many years or decades he would have made music. Who knows what he would have done in the world. It wasn't going to happen. They weren't going to permit him to have the opportunity to be part of the Central America Solidarity movement. They had the means to take him out. Why not do it?
Okay.